Welcome back to the show. Map number 2 coming up here between Ghost Gaming and Na'Vi. We're going to be on Nuke of all maps for the second map. It's a very curious decision, but they must have something planned, surely, Moses.
You'd hope so, and it's always hard to tell. But, I mean, it is. We did see them Ghost get wiped off this map yesterday against NIP. We know Na'Vi has been up and down on it historically. I think they've been playing better on it. But the stage is set for one of the biggest upsets of the year, I think, because they played... Ghost Gaming played those clutch situations so much better than Na'Vi in that last game, which is crazy to think about. Like, all the mid rounds, all the post plants, like just the poise that Ghost was showing, and then you have the impact of guys like Subrosa and Wardell, who kind of dug them out of a really tough spots at different times in that first map. This is wild, and look how close the odds have got.
Yeah, for good reason. It was a real delight to see, and you're right, sort of stacked on top of the fact that some of those clutches worked out well for Ghost Gaming. It's the other side where Na'Vi, as you said, kept force buying. They really did that a lot, put their economy at jeopardy.
Yeah, that was curious. That brings back the old feeling. So hopefully I mean, this is one of those maps where as well the SMGs, you can have closer range. Those pistols could be more effective at closer ranges. We know we're going to be seeing Zeus with a shotgun in the upper bomb site at some point, so you can get away with some of the lower econ weapons, but if it's not working out and you stick to it for too long, I think down the stretch in like the last 5 rounds that we saw of that opening map, like 3 of them were force buys from Na'Vi.
Yeah,
it was just kind of wild.
It was especially, it was like 2 force buys in a row, which, I mean, at that point, if it works, okay, cool, and if it doesn't, you see the result. Like
that's the risk you take with that kind of a economic decision making, right? It's one of those things where there is going to be a lot of hindsight to it, because it does look stupid when it doesn't work, and it does look kind of cool when it does work. So you either get it's all based off of the judgment of the decision is always based off the outcome in that scenario. Yeah,
it's true. We're going to judge them harshly, Moses. They made the wrong call.
Hell yeah.
They lost their money. It's not good. Well, they are going to have a chance for revenge here. Na'Vi going to be starting on the CT side, Ghost Gaming on the T side. I must say, I do love these intros for DreamHack.
Yeah, pretty sweet.
A little wireframe rendering on top.
Yeah, he's falling. So slow,
I like it.
Majestic. Starting on the offense is Ghost Gaming. Subrosa and Kusta headed towards outside utility, and this is fast-paced, doors blown open. They're keeping Simple's attention. Okay, he's deleted. Electronic up top. He's feeling very, very lonely, and he knows he's susceptible. He knows he's exposed, and Steel finds it from below.
He had the right idea, but what an opening from Steel, taking down Simple and Electronic both with just a Glock, no less. Flamey and Edward, I mean, this is a good headshot, but it's just not enough.
That was such a cool pistol round. If you want to get a cool pistol round on Nuke, go watch back that demo. That has a lot of cool principles. Just notice how they keep the attention of Simple away from outside, or the 2 players creep up, and then it's just, you know that top hut player, his attention's got to be divided. That was, I mean, Na'Vi just got worked.
I mean, even worse, if you lose somebody in Mini and Hut, the rest of the 3 players alive are not going to be thinking this is a B hit. It's so unfortunate.
Well.
Yeah, there's that extra twist. So even if they try to fight their way back, they would have spent like an extra 5 or 10 seconds thinking, oh wait, it's not actually A.
I actually didn't even notice the bomb. Did it go down vent, or did it?
Yeah, they ran their way down after getting that kill on Hut. It's very, very hard to read. That's beautiful. Ghost Gaming winning the pistol. Look at the angle of that shot as well that he tried to take, and then Steel, and there they go.
Yeah, just lost his positioning a little bit. Electronic up there. Didn't realize he was exposed from below, but an exclamation point of a pistol round from Ghost, and a lot of SMGs this round. Forced buy from Na'Vi, and the AK heading towards ramp room.
Wanted the opening, got the opening. Taken down Flamey.
Casual. There's Subrosa with the max. They're going to continue pushing forward. Electronic stops to 1, but you can't stop everything, and there's Wardell. Catches Simple out in the open. Na'Vi getting wiped off the map again. 1 kill in this round, 1 kill in the previous, and it's going to be a plant and a round win for Ghost, up 2-0.
And you can almost feel they've got that swag going on where they know they can take these fights. They know they can win them. Not afraid to lead in with the AK-47.
That's the wild thing about Counter-Strike. There is like that intangible confidence factor where, like, especially for new teams like Ghost who haven't played at this kind of level, if you can like take a map here or there, especially that game winning in regulation on Dust 2, that was probably a big one for them. But if you can once you start like beating these teams and these players that you've been watching for so long and you know, admiring some of their players, you start to realize we're better than we actually thought before, and then that just keeps making you increasingly better. It's very weird.
Yeah, and many teams have sort of they've fallen into the zone and they fall out of it again, and then it seems always to be hard to come back into it. Like once you are out, but it can happen. I actually think I mean this is one of the things I love watching Counter-Strike for, is the fact that if you watch it for long enough, then you do get kind of like that graph of how when someone is feeling it and when they're not, and it goes back and forth throughout the years, and it's just always interesting.
2 AKs this time. No real investment from Navi. These are fast-paced rounds. But the nades coming out well drilled, well executed. Sabrosa's already down vents, clearing things up. There's a lot of nades up top, which might make him think it's going to be an upper hit. That's a good opening kill from Zeus, and now this starts to look a bit disorganized from Ghost.
Well, they've got Sabrosa down here, and that should be a real powerful position to be in. Difficult to guess. Bomb is going to be going down, and looks like Crystal is doing a good job cleaning up that MP7, making it work. Would be annoying for them if Electronic made it out with an AK-47, though.
Would be more annoying. Kusta has an AK-47, 1 HP, and he's all the way back in T-spawn, and he's got 3 players pushing towards him. So he needs an SMG to come give him some reinforcements, because Navi's on the hunt. They're saying that there's obviously no chance we're going to win this round, but there's a chance we get out of here with 2 rifles.
Yeah, they're looking for him. I don't think he's going to make it. Right on the corner. He goes down, and that AK-47 will be salvaged. So what a win for Navi.
Yeah, I would say so. Even with losing the round, that is a big victory for Navi. They got to be very happy, especially considering, think about it, because they force bought in that second round. They shouldn't have all this utility, but Electronics got full nades in a kit. That other AK-47 on Edward is going to have full nades in a kit. These are luxuries you don't normally have in the 4th round after a force buy, so well played from Navi. Small blunder there for Ghost that could have big consequences, but they're just going right back at it. And the Molly is going to do some damage. They're all burning. Look at all the HP that's gone. That's because they had the extra utility. They do make it downstairs. Yeah, and look at the fact that one of them is waiting for someone to follow them. Simple still picking up 2 kills, though, and that's a big problem. I am impressed by the fact that they managed to get 3 people down the vent that quick. I feel like that would catch a lot of teams off guard, but now we're not getting fooled this time, and Flamey shutting down Crystal, who's trying to sneak past it. So on Kusta. And these kills are still important. Take guns away. Damage the economy. Flamey still got 3,000, though. He's sitting very nice, so Electronic has 2,000. Navi just needs to minimize the damage, and with the bomb down in that lower bomb site, excuse me, the upper bomb site maybe, that third player came through, Navi can pretty much just turtle up around that. There's so many different corners Kusta would have to check if he wants to get more kills. Doesn't even pass the first hurdle. First round on the board for Navi in the opening gun round.
And that must feel great if you're Navi right now. Not just winning it, but the fashion in which you did it. That's a dangerous position for Simple to be in. There's really no cover where he's standing. He can't, like, jump away. So, if he doesn't get both those kills, yeah, it's going to get ugly. 1-3. And still money to buy on the Ghost Gaming side, though not really after this one.
Ghost is really trying to establish the danger of his door being blown open. He's done a good job of it so far. Simple just dropped down. He knows someone came out. Steel just heard that. There's a decent trade from Ghost, but Simple's going to start coming up. Now he pounces, gets 1, transfers over a second, and it's Wardell again in a clutch situation, and he can't even get that. Simple saving the day for Navi 2 rounds in a row.
Very heads-up play for him to come out of the vent so quickly, because if he stays there, never mind the kills they got, but just the fact that he stays there, if it's a 2-on-2, but he's in the vent and his teammate is somewhere else, it's almost impossible for him to get out. So he knew there was going to be a bit of a distraction there, and he saw the timing. Really well done.
He's also, we make that joke, there's a fine line between like teamwork and baiting, right? Well,
yes.
You have to bait your teammate in that situation. He's waiting for someone to take the attention away from vent so he can get up with relative safety to actually help him out.
Oh, big investment into this round for Ghost Gaming, and that actually surprises me a little bit.
There's them dualies.
Why?
Okay, in this situation, it is a bit curious.
Just why?
Yep. Scout on Wardell, Mac-10 on Sabrosa. Yeah, this is... You better have a plan. We saw Steel talking during that timeout quite a bit, marshaling the troops.
if you're gonna have the dualies in the game, I feel like you should have them, but you should be able to turn them and shoot like that. That's what I want. Wardell and Steel already a lot of damage, and Simple and Edward will pick up a couple of kills to start off the round with. So they technically they make it past, but they've lost some people in the process.
All these rounds from Ghost have been fast-paced. They, like, in the first 20 seconds, they're attacking and they're trying to take map control and they're putting pressure on a choke point, which means the fact that Na'Vi has so much money means they have all those Molotovs and all those nades. When they went outside, I mean, it was like 100 utility damage was dealt immediately to Ghost Gaming trying to get control of choke points early on. So the fact that they're not getting very many kills in these rounds is a bit dangerous because it means Na'Vi's always going to have that luxury of Flamey. That's an awkward situation to be in.
Yeah, I'm surprised that, because there should have been lots of ways for him to funnel that fight in, but he kind of ended up taking it in a way that he was probably always going to get overwhelmed. Now Simple walking in dangerously close, but catching them as they come out the window, and it's a great spray down for the quad kill.
He's had enough.
Yeah, he really has had enough, hasn't he? 3 on 3 now, 3-3, the scoreline, and we'll see if Ghost Gaming can manage to come back into this, because Na'Vi are really building money quick now.
Well, especially, I mean, that was the same kind of buy we criticized Na'Vi for in the second map. I mean, excuse me, in the first map. You know,
yes.
2 MAC-10s, CZ, and a Scout, full buying into full nades and rifles. Plan obviously didn't work well. Look how cautious Zeus is with that door, the amount of times that Ghost has blown that open and gotten into the upper bomb site. They don't want to mess with it.
And outside of the yard, I mean, you know they're not going to have anything this round, really, so there isn't much of a point taking fights. If they have a deagle, they have 2 of them, but you want to be careful. The way they're literally trying to get playing now is a good version of that.
Just keeping space allows you to get a lot of information with pretty safe. Crystal's got a cross. Steel's on top of the roof. So Broza and Wardell are out there as well, waiting for the information, but I don't know where they're going to get that first kill, where they're going to find any kind of opening to make progress. I guess it would have to be Crystal, who snuck underneath.
Yeah, hoping to find someone.
I don't think they spotted him, so I don't think anyone's actually rotated down here, which has got to be confusing and frustrating for Crystal.
Yeah, and time is running out as well, so he can't really spend all day looking for it. Close out the glass when the game is up. They know he's going to be there. So right now he's just waiting a little bit, hoping to catch someone. Steel goes down. A lot of damage on Sub Rosa. There's the kill finally for Crystal. It took a long time, and I'm not sure it's left them enough time to really do anything with it, but I guess it still does some economic damage. Sub Rosa going to be found, and oh, Simple.
He's calling him back. Says, I want to fight.
Bring it.
That's exactly what he just did. He let him know he's here, and Crystal just says, yeah, that's probably Simple.
Oh, he wanted to die, but they tricked him. He needs to die.
Oh no.
Oh god. That is not good news. Y'all can save the M4? No, he's gonna go down.
Oh, that is so hard. We've seen that a number of times, just losing track of the fact that you need to die. That's rough. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. You're gonna have 4 players that are gonna buy. Crystal can get like a decal and utility.
Simple gave him the opportunity.
Yeah, he did.
I'm here. And then the wallbang stopped working, so.
Well, let's see what we've got. Armor and deagle for Crystal. Only 1 flashbang up on Wardell. Ghost Gaming have lost 4 in a row. They need to get going on this T side. Good nade damage onto Sabrosa. Wardell is brought down very low as well, down to 38. And this time they're going to challenge for outside. Simple at the stairs. You have Electronic as well out in the yard, ready to support, ready to take attention away.
Yeah, now would be a good time for Ghost Gaming to just get back a little bit. Don't let Na'Vi run away with too much here in the first half. And Crystal hoping for Simple to peek up the stairwell there. You can maybe get a headshot with the deagle. Wardell covering for Kusta, who's pushing forward. Flamey at a bit of an off angle. Could be a good spot. Might be slightly more difficult to actually escape from this position. It's an extended fight, but Kusta just takes it right away, taking down Flamey. That's an important kill.
The question with Ramp Room is once you get control of it, where can you go from there? There's plenty of utility on this Ghost Gaming side. There goes Steel, a weapon that Crystal can salvage if he can fall back. He's pushed forward. That's a great find on a Zeus. Now he's looking up towards heaven. Sabrosa pinching towards this upper bomb site as well, trying to clear out corners, but they're starting to bleed players. Edward's getting aggressive. Wardell needs this kill, and he's not going to get it. Great pre-fire from Edward and Sabrosa. 1 versus 3, and he can't get the second.
Yeah, that was excellently done by Edward. He saw what was coming. Closing out that round, and now 5-3. So Na'Vi just 5 in a row. That's going to be slightly disturbing for Ghost Gaming.
Having trouble finding opening kills. They've gone away. I mean, I think they can go back to that style. I mean, the tough part is, remember, they put so much stock on blowing open the door and putting so much utility and emphasis on that. And like I said, now that the utility is out for Na'Vi, they can maybe not necessarily always stop those hits, but they can soften players up if they're going to run through the vents. They can, you know, if they're going to attack that upper bomb site, you can only really go through the door. There's going to be a Molotov in towards Hut, so there's going to be some decisions that have to be made by Ghost. And I think if they lose the next gun round, I think we're going to start seeing it get a little bit more desperate. Sabrosa steal on 2 kills, Wardell at 3. Needs someone to step up in that fragging department, and half buy round here. Light armor, upgraded pistols.
Yeah, I was really hoping that we would see something out of Ghost Gaming here on this map since they picked. Oh my god! No! Taking down Edward! Electrocuting his feet! That is brutal, and now the return comes. The punishment is there. And Electronic and Zeus combining for the 3 kills, but still, he got absolutely wrecked.
That was incredible. I don't even care what happens the rest of the round. Kusta, last one left, and he's brought it into a one-on-one.
Surely not. Surely there's no way you win a round like this. Kusta making so much noise, and I'm not sure if he really knows if Flamey's on it or not. There's the tap. Flamey going to try and hold it down. Kusta can't spot him inside. He gets the kill anyway, and Ghost Gaming entry with the Zeus.
That is the best entry kill I have ever seen in my whole life. That was the coolest thing ever. Oh no.
It's just so good, isn't it?
It's the sound as well that completes the entire sequence.
That I can't go on, Moses. It's too good.
What an awesome
yeah, what an absolute dick. Oh man. That would at least be a broken keyboard if I was playing on top of the heart.
That would be a rage quit. I'm done. I'm out of here.
Yeah, no more for me.
Listen, if you play matchmaking at any point in the next 3 days, you're gonna have to deal with that. Just don't play on top of Hut. Simple, still being dominant though. He's been great on this map for Na'Vi in a number of rounds. And outside of that cheeky little cheese play, Ghosts still haven't had success when the rifles are on the board.
Wardell and Sabrosa, they're not looking too comfortable out here. I like the boost up, but you're very exposed on the top of that red container, and they are going to fall back pretty swiftly. Kusa again, he's really having a good time over at that ramp room. We'll just forget about that one, but
yeah, we caught another one, Anders.
Yeah, we did, didn't we? Edward up in the hut, and Zeus down here. They're very spread out, Na'Vi. How are they gonna... I don't think they can get any refrags at all.
Simple heading up the ladder. They're just willing to give up ramp room. They have Zeus down below, Edward hiding in that upper bomb site. They really don't have a lot of information to go on, which is worrying. Now the utility being used, Simple is going to get at least 1 here. Oh, and he just tags Sabrosa right through the wall, coming in through Mini as well. Kusta knew it was coming, couldn't stop it. And there goes Simple, but the bomb is on the ground. There's no time. They need to find the last kill, but it's Zeus, and he's just chilling in the vents.
Yeah. Hiding around the corner. That was a very tense round. A few more seconds, they would have had it.
Another big mistake, though, right at the end of that round. Wardell drops down the vents after the time. The bomb's not planted. He gets killed by Zeus. He was hunting for that frag. Maybe some frustration. Maybe just lost kind of presence of mind. Couldn't afford anything. Gets no bonus money. AWP is dropped over to him. And you have a couple pistols on Sabrosa and Crystal. SMG on Steel and the AK on Kusta. So fighting with scraps is Ghost once again.
Oh, Zeus. Again, the auto shotgun up here has been proven to work very many times in the past. He's going to close the door. Gusta's low. Flamey taking a bit of damage, but looks like he came out on top of the fight this time. Lost it a couple of times now to Gusta.
Well, that might be why Electronic has rotated over. Maybe a little bit lost confidence in this defense here. And they're also saying, you know, if Ghost is just going to walk up, if Ghost is just going to come fight and duel in ramp room, let's put 2 players here. Electronic going to get aggressive. Got to be careful. There's an AWP trained on this position. There it is. Even with the dink, Wardell shuts him down.
Yeah, not bad at all. It's been kind of a slow game so far for Sub Rosa. He's got 2 kills. So,
as we all know, T-side nuke can get like that. Even on this one where it's, you know, a little bit different, a little bit easier for 2 rounds, it can be frustrating. Simple gets out of the way. He's back for more, doesn't spot anything, and now he's going to have to adjust his position.
Kind of impressed he just peeks that so brazenly, not even scoped up, just wanted to take a peek. 4 on 5, 35 seconds as they make their way down into the B tunnels. Zeus is holding this side. If he gets steal, that's going to be quite important, but he doesn't really want to wait around for it. Instead, he's going to go and try and see if he can take care of Crystal. Not going to win that fight. The C-set 75 comes out on top, and this is looking good for Ghost Gaming. 5 versus 3. Steal finally going to be going down. I'm not sure what Crystal is challenging. You got to be careful and just wait for the bomb plant. They're trying to see if they can make it back up the other way instead. They end up at A. Very hard for Na'Vi to read. Surely they must have thought that was going to be a sure B hit. And Flamey... Oh, he cancels the bomb with 2 sets. They can't plant anymore. That's the kill that wins the round. Devastating for Ghost Gaming.
Yeah, mistakes down the stretch. That plant needs to be much, much closer to the wall so that you can't have that. The person covering him was close up, was way more shallow into the bomb site, and the bomb was deep, which makes this so easy for Flamey. He almost couldn't believe it. He spots it out the first time, and he's like, well, I'll come back. I'll have a good time. I mean, you have to say 2 things. I mean, obviously, it takes a lot of coordination. It's very impressive that Ghost is able to manipulate the vertical bomb sites like that to pull Na'Vi out of that position. But also, I mean, if you're going to play that game that late in the round, it's going to eat some time off the clock, and that eventually does bite them. Low economy on both teams. Big round for the final stage of this half.
Simple. Close with the AWP. Wants to run him down, Crystal, but just cannot.
Simple's got to have like the fastest, like the most accurate like recovery time, you know, like right as soon as that reload happens. Because you see so many players think that they've caught the offer with that like second or 2 of reloading.
Yeah, it almost feels inevitable when he does it. You feel like, I just know this kill is coming.
He's obviously great as well as positioning himself during that reload so that you're going to come right into his crosshair. Like as soon as he scopes back in, he's ready to fire and you're where he wants you to be.
Close.
Shotgun battle.
Yep, indeed. Oh. 1 more pellet connecting for Kuster, apparently. Sub Rosa getting a kill with Deagle. And a follow-up from Wardell. So it's a 2-on-2. The bomb should be going down. Simple's here on the ladder. Wardell, if he checks it. Oh, he wins that fight. Taking down Simple. That is so close. And now Flamey revealed his position. And surely Wardell's going to get it. Yeah, flashed and all. Triple for him. A 5-7 scoreline. And yeah, you see some props being given out there.
He's got to be having such a good time. What a tournament he's putting together. The balls on this guy to just peek straight down. This is going to be cool to watch. I imagine it was a no-scope, yeah. That is a great find. Wardell doing a phenomenal job, even blind finding the timing. 5-7, and they've done it. They've broken Na'Vi after that early run. Na'Vi built up so much cash, and they put him back on a pistols. It is a force buy, so it's still a little bit intimidating. But now they can speed things back up. Now they don't have the utility that they have to worry about, and you can see the result. Look how quickly they're getting into these choke points. Simple with 1, and Sub Rosa is just going to ignore it.
He actually got 2 kills with the Deagle, and they were so tight together, so a little bit worrisome. Now he's picked up an AK-47. Wardell covering the flank, which is great news. One less thing they have to worry about. The bomb down on B. And Simple and Electronic. Even getting to the B-bomb side right now would be difficult for them. Never mind fighting for the defuse. That's a powerful Molotov throw. Oh, Wardell is there again. All the time. Now waiting for it. Oh, he must have heard that. Yeah, he realizes. Just has to wait and bait out the time for Electronic. Almost impossible for him to make it past. Smart play. Again, just every second counts right now. If you die early in a fight like this, it buys the time for Electronic. And now it's obviously too late. Even if you got the kill, it's never going to happen. So
I don't even think Electronic cares about that. He wasn't even going to go for the round win. He wants that off.
Yeah.
And when you're in a low economy position, the fact that he's able to take all these guns away and get that AWP for Simple, that's huge. I mean, yeah, fist bumps all around with some positional errors when the bomb is being planted lower.
There, one.
Yeah, he's just dirty, isn't he?
It's so outrageous, but it wasn't enough. It's still 7-6. Still Ghost Gaming holding on to this first half and, again, doing a good job.
Really good job.
It looked so questionable in the beginning because they were just losing. They lost 5 in a row, and then...
And they lost 5 in a row and, like, really, you know, didn't look great. One round, I mean, they had 4 players survive 3 of those 5 rounds. There was at least 4 players up for Na'Vi. So it was pretty much a beatdown. But then if you look at it after that, I mean, 2 rounds timeout at the end with 1 player surviving on Na'Vi. I mean, the last... Yeah, I mean, they've done a much better job here. And I think now that they have the utility kind of run down where Na'Vi has to have these force buys, you know, they've got either the advantage of weaponry or the advantage of utility. So they're doing that very well.
Well,
that op on simple is worrying, though.
Yeah, that could be the thing that could really kick Na'Vi back into gear. It often is. And the timeout should be cancelled just in a couple of seconds, I think. So, I don't know. I am kind of impressed that Ghost Gaming are being so elusive when it comes to where this bomb is going down. Like, I wouldn't even observing it. It's kind of hard to follow sometimes because
yeah, I don't.
It looks impressive, you know.
I'm not jealous of our observers that are doing a great job in this fast-paced T side of having to track all this stuff. Here we go. Technical pause is over. Back into the action. 7-6 in the favor of Na'Vi. They've got 1 op and upgraded pistols. Ghost Gaming as well, fully bought out. They've got some rifles at the very least. Op on Wardell still. They've done a great job, despite some economic issues on the Ghost side, of keeping it op in Wardell's hands. He's going to go outside quick.
Yeah, but no door being blown up, nothing like that. So Simple's just going to quickly look somewhere else.
No, but Electronic, he went all the way downstairs right off the bat. So if there was the door being blown open in that vent strategy, he would be there to at least, you know, offer some resistance. And now he can go towards stairs and make it difficult if Ghost wants to take over Secret.
He's there with the CSAT 75, and the Molotov is going to force him a little bit back, but yeah, on this stairwell, could be really dangerous. They might need another grenade to follow this up, and given how little Na'Vi have, and if he can get even 1 kill here, that would be big news. Otherwise, it might all be on Simple there. Zeus taking down Steel. 5-7 in play. Not bad at all.
I'm trying to figure out where Steel died from. Was it through the smoke in the door?
Yeah, I think so.
That's unfortunate for him. Well, Kusta and Sabrosa to take over lobby duties. Oh, yeah. Just spammed him right through. There was a smoke up when he got that kill, so fair play. Maybe he heard something. Crystal and Electronic locked in this match. They don't really know that they're staring right at each other. They can guess. I don't think Simple is going to let Crystal cross. It's all about this door play, and there's Electronic. Yeah, Crystal goes down, and now just desperation. Ghost only has 1 option left. Yep,
hits out the door through Mini to take down Zeus. With Electronic following 2nd kill here, and trying for that double scope, not really working out. Kusher and Wardell replying just a little bit here. Another kill for Wardell, taking down Edward. How are they coming back into these rounds? What was that? A 4-on-2, and in just a couple of seconds, they've got the man lead. Now, very little time again, but they are going to get the bomb plant here. Flamey cannot stop it, and how do you break it through the vent here? Just trying to see if he could do it, but he's got very little time to try and look for these kills, and he's shoulder peeking it out. Wardell is an absolute hero here in this first half on Nuke. Triple for him again. He's up at 14 kills.
I can't even say that was like bad teamwork from Na'Vi as well. They had to get those kills in such fast succession. Like Na'Vi had all the peaks you could possibly want out of it. I guess the one criticism you would say is Simple just missed that initial shot. If he gets that shot, obviously the round's sewn up, but maybe a little awkward fight through that broken door. But otherwise, Na'Vi had that pretty well timed on the crunch, and that's a mismade. They got to call everything off. That's dangerous for Sabrosa, but yeah, they can't really go through it. Everything kind of missed, so bad sequence of events, and Zeus brought down very low. Some return spam in this round. Again, trying to apply pressure. Oh, nice shot, Steel. Edward just walking in, desperate. And now it seems Na'Vi is unraveling here at the end of this first half.
Yeah, Ghost Gaming really putting on a performance here, keeping us all entertained. Simple hoping that someone's going to jump down so you can get that UMP up close and personal. But right now, again, they're pretty good at this Ghost Gaming, putting on pressure, getting an opening, and then slowing down.
They've done a phenomenal job on Nuke. I was just about to say that strategy of blowing open the door, all the utility out, you know, a lot of footsteps, a lot of noise. That's been great for them. Flamey's going to have a tough time, but he gets this first and second kill. Does great on the Wardell as well. It's probably the best hold he's had in this ramp room all half.
Yeah. Oh, and they were not ready for the second player to be there. Grenade on Wardell. If he doesn't move, he's going to get blown up. Simple, perfect, dead on. And the UMPs have it 8-7 here at the end of the half, and we've got Stunner ready with the players.
I'm about as ready as I can get, Anders. Thank you once again. Now, interesting statistic when we look at this, right? So Ghost picked this map, and probably for a good reason. Navi played it 52 times and only won it 48% of those attempts. Now, right now, they know their back's against the wall. Both these teams know what this match means and what the ramifications are if they lose. However, this pistol could just change the face of that. Navi have won 47 out of 105 pistol rounds. Is it about to be 48? We don't know. Jason, is it going to be 48?
Oh, he's done it again.
Yeah.
With a little smirk on his face that time as well. Wipe that right off when we get back.
Oh yeah, you think you're? I would love to see you try and fight Stunner. That'd be super impressive. I mean, this pistol round could be really critical for Navi. In fact.
Yeah, it really could be. I mean, just for the fact that maybe.
Look at this, Moses.
What's that?
Why don't you ever get me like a neck massage or anything like that? It looks great.
You had that whole like horse choking incident. I wouldn't want to, you know, startle you, give you some PTSD with.
Listen, as long as you're not a horse, I've got over it. Just don't like them, all right? Just don't. Yeah,
well, I mean, just for pure morale, it might be good if Navi can win this, and why not? Just raid boss simple. P250 armor. Wardell's going to get aggressive, though. Oh, look at the pop flash. The timing is there, but they get just around the corner. He needs this kill, but he's losing control out of ammunition. He gets traded, but Kusta's here, and they have another lobby crunch. They did this against NIP, and now they have the bomb down. Simple and Edwards, so much work to do. I love this.
You know this round is straight deep in the mind of Steel, isn't it? Yeah, look at it. Definitely, that's the kind of stuff I would expect out of Steel. Think about what a risk it is, and think of how few teams are ready to try and play like that.
Yeah.
Flashing their way into the trophy room and
the
shutting it down.
flashbang didn't even work into radio room, did it? Wardell had to take that fight real hard. I mean, the wild thing is, you'd think, like, if you're Navi going into this, maybe they just didn't expect Nuke to come out, I guess, because of how bad it was, but you could have researched and seen the lobby crunch that happened about 3 times yesterday against NIP. Steel pushing forward, he gets all 3. There goes Simple, and again, utility behind these pushes reigns supreme.
Quad kill for Steel. He is feeling the game once again. He's so happy. 9-8. Ghost Gaming are up, and they just need 7 more rounds, and they're going to be able to knock Navi out of the tournament.
He was always overshadowed in his teams when you're playing with the likes of guys like Swag, like AZK, right? Like, you're not in Skadoodle, and you're not going to get the attention of the fragger that you are. When he left that team way back when, and he was playing right after it, he was an incredible player. He's got a lot of fragging ability, and he's proving it. He's showing it here, and he's showing why. This is crazy. They're not afraid to take fights whatsoever, and you'd think that it was Navi who'd be the one putting the fear in you, but they're the ones that are looking scared of the fact that Ghost is being so aggressive.
Yeah, there's absolutely a bit of mind game to rushing with that SMG all the way up, just every time they turn that corner.
Another force buy as well, Anders.
Yeah, we were questioning that earlier. We'll see if it's going to pay off now. They've certainly done some damage in this round. It's a 3-on-3. And see if Ghost Gaming can figure out how to position themselves to avoid losing this one, because that would certainly not be a good trend. A good kill for Crystal. And then the flank up. Subrosa inside the smoke. Oh, it's not actually inside the smoke. And Simple going to be found.
Did they only have like 1 smoke and they were going to try and run that gap?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Just making sure.
Slim odds, I think is...
I'd say. Well, at least Zeus... Oh, he got it. Oh, okay. Kusta's got his eyes on it from far back. Smart position.
He wanted it.
Well. Yeah. Well, on contact as well, you had those 2 players just ready to pounce up as well, right?
Well, I thought he was just going to take the bomb and run, like, you know, go for the B plant.
Yeah, absolutely. 10-8. And that's...
Because they forced.
Are they doing it again?
they're forcing again, Moses. Oh my god. No, not all of them. Half of this is even more confusing now. Why are half of them forcing Moses?
I mean,
help. Help.
It's fine. One AK-47. We've seen him do this before. You have the impact players, and obviously Simple with the Deagle can get work done.
Yeah, a lot of work. Instantaneous kill. Wardell, take him down. I was going to say, you got to be careful. Might be a bit of a follow-up. He's going to fall down to the low ground, try and adjust his position. Make it harder for Na'Vi to read. Quick finish on Edward. It's Electronic who's going to have to really put this AK to work.
Oh, Steel. Just playing behind the box, doesn't care for the information. He knows once they turn that corner, they're going to have to make noise. Very rare to see some team kind of slow clear these corners in ramp room. And what does he peek out? He's calling for reinforcements. He's passing along information. He's just biding his time. Now he's going to wait. Wardell's been spotted. They all line up. He comes from behind, and Electronic is stuck. He can't go forward, and he has to fight. He finds Steel, but everyone's on the move from Ghost now.
Dead on perfect timing. That was so good. Very hard to hold your nerve when you're there. If they check it, it's not good news for you. Flashbang turnaround there. Gotta be careful. Electronic finding another couple of kills. He's got time for the reload. This is unbelievable. On the other side, the Tripoli finally goes down. Wardell saving it. What a performance from Electronic. He almost won versus fought them, but once and again, Wardell is there to save the day.
Yeah, but you can see what that meant to Electronic. He knows the stakes here. Down 8 to 10 in this kind of a scenario, almost pulling it off. And this is why Na'Vi does those force buys. It does look crazy, but look at what they can do with it. Simple with the opening with the Deagle. And you have Electronic in that scenario, even though it's almost... it feels like an impossible situation, but the economic damage plus the plant, and now they have pretty much another full buy here in this round. So, again, you want to judge it by the outcome. That was a fine outcome.
Indeed, Wardell slightly getting body blocked, pushing up, and Electronic will take both. He is done with this. Dropping the entire yard defense, and now he's down below. Maybe they've pissed him off, Moses. Maybe he's angry now.
I'd hope so. It's about time they got pissed off. We'll see if it's going to help them complete this. Crystal pushing up, finds the headshot on the head. We're just the continued aggression has got to be so frustrating for Na'Vi. Even Sabrosa, they're equalizing it. It's now a 2-on-2. They've brought this back. Simple still up with Electronic. This duo is everything for Na'Vi.
Yes, it is. And they've got control of the B bomb side for now. Now, Kushner is rotating in one way. And Sabrosa might be coming through the vent. We'll see if they can make this one work. Just waiting for it. Bomb being planted. And Sabrosa, this is the dangerous part. And Simple had the perfect timing to get that one. Now, Kushner being funneled to the left-hand side. And very, very hard to get this defuse. He doesn't have a kit or a smoke. I'm not sure how we can really find this fight. And they don't have really that much money. Actually, saving this rifle would be kind of interesting for Kuster. I feel like he might be slightly overreaching. Try and distract a little with the grenade. Just tapping the bomb and looking for the spray. But Simple will shut it down. Triple for him overall. And another round for Na'Vi. They can... I mean, they can still put together a buy on Ghost. I guess one of them will be a little bit. Flashbang
just paused Steel, and Wardell, we saw it from his perspective. He just couldn't get a deep enough angle. Took that shot a little bit early. 11-9, still with the lead, but Na'Vi can get this right back in this. That force buy that brought it into a one-on-one has done so much work for them. Out of money after this buy is Ghost. One more round for Na'Vi, and despite the struggles, they're within striking distance.
This is great. This is another playoff level type game that we're watching here, and I feel like we've been blessed throughout the group stage here. So DreamHack, oh sorry, CORSAIR DreamHack Master. What am I saying, Moses? Because Ghost Gaming is playing. I'm so confused. Kusta gonna be falling all of the way back to the ramp after delivering quite a deep grenade. I would say that's kind of risky because there's so many places to wallbang on that side, but he made it out. Oh, attempted jump. Wardell is ready for it. Flavy, it's almost like something inside him was saying, don't do it.
Yeah. Well, Simple has just cleared out Kusta in ramp room, and he's gotten a lot of ground. He pushed up far, wanting to beat the rotation, and boy, did he do that. This has got to be a weird scenario for someone like Crystal playing in the separate bomb site, knowing they can get up heaven. Same for Sabrosa. Steel's covering it now with the CZ, but they've got to be worried.
No grenade in the corner yet for Sabrosa. If that had been a close Molotov, they'd be in trouble. Quite the entry for Zeus, taking down Sub Rosa. Crystal, you might not want to do that. They've got a lot of firepower on the other side. It's still a 3-on-3 with 30 seconds left. Up on the high ground, Steel. Can he make the entry before the bomb is down? He's going to take one kill, and there's no reply. They almost got him. There's a 2-on-2. Everything on the line right now for Na'Vi. Crystal has a great angle here. They're both trapped in that corner. This is not a comfortable position for Na'Vi to be in. They need to get out. And there is a flashbang and a smoke on Steel. Can he set it up for Crystal to get back in? He's just waiting for it. Crystal's out, so is Steel. And they win the round. Na'Vi, they're holding on, praying for that third map right now. 10-11 the scoreline. They're still in it.
So tense. That's a nice pinch from Na'Vi, though. You can see once you get simple in that position, once you get a terrorist underneath that ladder, like I said, it makes that upper defense so tenuous and rotating back around, blowing up through door. That kill on a Sub Rosa at Squeaky Door, that was the important one. If he gets that frag and he survives, there's no way Na'Vi can get into the bomb site. 10-11, it's back to pistols. Might even have to be a double save for Ghost.
Well, that would certainly give Na'Vi something to work with. Electronic, not going to get caught this time. And actually, it's a nice flank or a nice sweep from Steel. But they're still winning the fight overall here for Na'Vi, so we've got to assume that this will tie up the scoreline. Wardell. Yeah, the money is really questionable. At least 3 of them not looking great at the moment. So what will it be? Probably 12-11, and then Ghost can buy again.
Nice shots down at the end. Yeah, I mean, they could force here. We've seen them force in some weird situations before, and it wouldn't surprise me to see him do it here. You can get M4s with armor, or you can get the AWP with no armor on Wardell, and obviously someone like Crystal can get a shotgun, a FAMAS. They're going to go for that force-up. Wardell has the AWP. 2 FAMAS, 2 M4s, no kit.
This is very risky.
It is very risky, and I think the tough thing as well is I think Na'Vi, much like Astralis, has started to adapt to some of this aggression. I don't think those outside pushes, those lobby crunches are going to be working too much this late.
Oh, that zone gets stuck. Edward and Zeus, beautiful openings against the force from Ghost Gaming. This could really cut deep in the defense at the moment. They are not going to have any money left for the rest of this half if this doesn't work out. And already you can see Wardell kind of falling back and realizing this is just not going to work out.
I think they had a misread, specifically Crystal, on the situation. Not that it's necessarily his fault, but a lot of pressure coming from outside. He was playing in midi and also watching towards door, and I think he thought they were going to wrap on that upper bomb site, or go out lower, and so he dropped down, and that is really what opened up the opportunity for Zeus to just come out Squeaky Door and get a couple entries. Zeus and Flamey, I believe it was. A little bit of confusion in the chaos. The nice thing is Wardell keeping this up on the board. Kusta with an AK-47.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of damage to the Na'Vi economy. That could really make a big difference towards the end of this half. We're not quite there yet at the end of the map. Simple, walking wide, shut down. This is so important. Really, really good stuff. 4 people getting killed on the Na'Vi side. They win the round and they're happy about that, but it does force them to spend a lot of money. And if Ghost Gaming can come back and win more rounds here in the half, that can make a big difference.
Timeout being called. They've got a decision to make, Ghost Gaming, and I imagine it's going to be Steel, Sub Rosa, and Crystal, the 3 players who didn't survive half buying. Upgrading some pistols, maybe light armor. Because you're pretty deep into the losing bonus. It's almost maxed out. So even if you half buy here, you could buy in the next round.
This is way too tense, I feel like. Na'Vi probably thinking that at least we have nuke, at least it's going to be all right. And then all of a sudden, before you know it, you get soused in the feet on hard. You just don't know what's going on.
That was absolutely brilliant. 11-12. Well, I mean, tense situation because if you're just tuning in, this is an elimination match here at CORSAIR DreamHack Masters. The loser of this series is out of the event in the group stage, and Na'Vi is down 1 map to nothing. Zeus again going for that same entry, and Sub Rosa's on top of it, showing him how to use that shotgun, and Steel builds upon Electronic. That's outside. That's through the smoke. And Kusta throwing the nade. They do cross. He has the information.
Yeah, you're right. Zeus getting a taste of his own medicine. 3 on 4. But, I mean, Sub Rosa is very low on health. He could be out of the fight pretty quick. What a strange angle for Wardell to play with the AWP. Think about all the ways in which this can backfire if you miss a shot.
No, but they need to get a teammate down to help him out at some point. It's got to be quick, and I'm not sure who's the closest to rotate down there, because if that window breaks above him, all of a sudden, yeah, that's a dirty off angle. But if he has to worry about above him as well, he's in some trouble, and there's no one here to protect that. In fact, they're trying to slow play this. They're leaving him alone, and they want Crystal to flake around from behind.
Oh, I want to see this from Wardell's point of view. If they show up, that's going to be brutal. He is scoped up. If he scopes now, the problem is that can also give away his position. They can hear it on the other side of the windows. There's the break. You've got to imagine there's going to be a little bit sweat on his brow right now. They are coming for him. He's just going to try and get the shot. Taking down Stibble. Oh, the jump shot attempt. He's not going to connect, but now he's buying so much time. Wardell looking for more. He's not going to be able to survive. And Flamey somehow connecting with 2 bullets, 2 headshots. And now it's going to be a 2-on-2. 20 seconds. So much is on the line right here. Ghost Gaming, they want to finish it. Na'Vi want to push it onto a 3rd map. The headshot from Edward to close it out. And Flamey, quad kill. 13 rounds for Na'Vi. He was so close to hitting that jump shot.
That's what I'm talking about, though. He did buy time. He might have even had a chance if he stayed on the ground, but he bought so much. Look how in the open Edward is, far away from Flamey, and because there's no one close by to help Wardell, they can't capitalize upon that. It's such a close attempt, and they're still fighting for it, still buying up. 2 SMGs, the op still on Wardell. Ghost trying desperately to stay in this down the stretch. Almost had it. A 4-on-2 dropped when they're 1 round behind. Steal again, same position as last round. I don't know if they'll fall for that again.
Yeah, they're setting up with a couple of grenades, so he might be in trouble. That one checking the close container. Oh, wait. That one of those smokes was meant to be in the wall, and they actually extinguished their own smoke with a Molotov. That could be a crucial mistake for Na'Vi. They seem to be crossing anyway, but that's dangerous.
Steel has so much information. He wanted to go for a pop flash peek, and I think he got blinded. I'm not sure if it was a team flash or if it was one of Na'Vi's. Now he's waiting for Kusta to join up with him. They can double peek this. The rest of his team just has to live. That's a big job for Crystal.
Look at Edward making his way all the way up as Kusta goes down. It's a good opening for Simple, but they're so deep in the map, Na'Vi. Ghost Gaming are in a lot of trouble. Steel, if he peeks long range, that's the other problem. Yeah, how do you take this fight with the MP7? Simple find the 2nd kill of the round, and Crystal close range. That's something, but again, Edward is right on top of him, and he's just going to be walking in to check this bomb site and realizing there is nobody here.
Yeah, when you can't protect Heaven in any way whatsoever from outside, there's only one option for that upper defender. It's Sub Rosa. He pushed through hut, wrapped all the way around, and that's all you can really do. Now again, I think if you're Ghost, you have no kit, you have 1 flashbang. Wardell's got to try and save this.
Yeah, no other choice, really.
I think he might be able to. It's going to be tough. He'll probably have to fight out a little bit. And if you're Na'Vi, you have the cash now, and you know they're broken. Send a couple players on the hunt.
Yeah, don't want to find this AWP in the next round. Got to make sure that it is as easy as possible for the end of this game. 14-11. Na'Vi absolutely looking like they're going to get that 3rd map they wanted. Let's just see.
Listen, let's go back to this, because we questioned it. Remember, Na'Vi lost the pistol. They 4-spot in the 2nd. They 4-spot in the 3rd. And I think they even 4-spot in the 5th. I think they just 4-spot 3 in a row right there.
Yep.
Got him down into the 1-on-1. We were questioning especially that 3rd in a row 4-spot. But ever since, I mean, that 4-spot in the 4th round that they lost was a 1-on-1. And ever since then, they won the next round, broke the economy, and it's been all Na'Vi. They've won every single round since then. So we can criticize the 4-spies, and perhaps rightly so, but look at what it's given them in this game.
Yeah, it's really worked out wonderfully. Great double grenade on Crystal there in Mini. Even if he didn't have that much, still almost going to take him down. Sub Rosa unable to escape the AK and the flames. It's a deadly combination. I do want to remind you as well, 3rd map is Inferno. The ultimate closing map.
The ultimate closer.
We love it.
And Ghost put on a good performance on Inferno yesterday against NIP. A shot from Wardell takes Edward off, but it's the only weapon they really have to fight with, and you'd hope Kusta and Crystal can find a way to maybe buddy up and keep that op in his hands. They're going to need it in the next round. Oh, nice shot from Kusta. Good recovery with the deagle.
Yeah, oh, Wardell.
Oh, God.
That's suspicious. Detective Zeus is on it. He's put together all of the clues. Wardell manages to escape, but it's still a 2-on-3, now a 1-on-3. Simple, these last couple of rounds, has been lights out. He's so hard to stop. Zeus is going to be going down. 40 cell. Oh my god! That's the bomb as well, Wardell! Oh, he gets it! Are you kidding me? Taking down every single one! Quad kill. Where has this guy come from?
Why do they keep giving him opportunities? Wardell capitalizes on every single one. That is some fine shooting. You could see that building 3-on-1, and they're already, the mind of Zeus is already saying, hunt this down. Simple didn't have the cover to get into the bomb site. And then just Flamey, what are you supposed to do in that scenario? What a bailout.
If they don't, oh my god, what a grenade. If they don't make the playoffs, that round is going to be on repeat all night long.
Yeah, in their brains, it's just going to be burned into their heads.
You're right, though. I mean, that's generally how 1-on-3s are won, is somebody on the 3 side makes some sort of mistake. But you're right, there were quite a few. The bomb went down a little bit further up than it should. Like, there's so many things there.
But that's the kind of, those are the kind of mistakes that you're supposed to not do when you're the experienced players. They're supposed to have that composure. Sabrosa burning, Molotov on top of Hut. Still not out of it just yet. But Na'Vi making a critical error down the stretch has breathed new life into Ghost.
Surely, yes. What an incredible match this has turned out to be. Electronic is low. Almost the same as Sub Roser. We'll call that even. Flamey half health. Wanted to fight it out. This is so dangerous. I was about to say, surprised that he even survives it.
I'm surprised he took so many repeats, and I'm also surprised he didn't get the kill. Same as the other direction, though, as well. Wardell here, oh, right through the edge of the wall. That hurts.
That's a good Molotov, actually. That was very important. 30 seconds. If he can hold him. The bomb is coming in from the other side, though. So it's not going to slow down that part of it. See if they can make it on. Should already be attempting it. That's the bomb drop. Zeus was trying to plant it. Somebody else to take over that part of it. Now Flamey doing a little bit. Sub-Rosa with the kill. The bomb is still not planted. And Simple in cover of the silo, unable to be taken down. And they are 3-on-3, technically, yes, but the health is so tilted towards Na'Vi's side right now. This is going to be an almost impossible retake for Ghost Gaming. See if they have it in them. There's the headshot on one. Kusta opening up. Edward wants to go for the repeat, and he's going to get it. Escapes the grenade, and I think this might be done. Wardell and Kusta, surely there is no way to get into this bomb site. They're not being given almost any opportunities, and Edward doing it a little bit more work. He's on 1 health, and Kusta running in. Tapping the bomb. He's got 1 shot of this. Edward, is he going to run for it? There's the tap again, and he gets it. Triple with 1 health left and a 15-12 scoreline. They almost have it.
It was so close. They just needed one of those kills. Maybe Kusta dueling over at ramp room, but what a way for Na'Vi to just bully their way into that lower bomb site and survive all those trades. What a tense scenario to be in. 32 kills for Simple in this round. Or I mean in this map, excuse me. 27 for Wardell, who's having a phenomenal series.
Simple decided he wasn't really ready to go home yet. He wanted to play a little bit more Counter-Strike.
As a freak, he's probably going to be playing FTL all night. There he is, trying to hold on to Lobby, and again the crunch comes out in a desperate time, and Sub-Rosa with an AK, Wardell with the AWP. But the big thing is, Edward is in such an awkward position, and how are you going to read this? Sub-Rosa hearing these footsteps, calling it out.
Yeah, he's actually flanking incredibly quickly behind him. They could sandwich this. Wardell coming up. Oh, he's scoping the wrong way. That just might be the map. He's going to shoot one in the back, and I don't know how he's still alive. This should not be happening. 2-on-2. He got the kill on Edward, but he should have been killed immediately afterwards. Man, this game is delivering on every single front. Now, Flamey trying to sneak in. Electronic going to put the bomb down in B. And very, very hard for Ghost. They might have to spend even a couple of seconds just finding out where it is. Wardell. And now Flamey coming down through the ladder. And Electronic hiding in the corner. He's getting close with that AWP. Do you really want to take it into the vent? That is very risky. He's going to go the other way instead. Time running out. Flamey going down. Ghost Gaming, can they stay alive? 1 versus 2. Good kill there. Electronic back around. He's playing for time. He knows Sub-Rosa has to go and get him. The clock is out. Sub-Rosa should have the advantage. He's running out of time, and it works. Sub-Rosa getting it.
No kit, though.
No, you're right.
I don't think he has it.
No, I don't think he does either. I think he's simply going to run it. It's so incredibly close.
Oh, no.
Right at the end. Now we will pick it up 16-12. And we're going to go to map number 3. We deserve it, Moses. This has been a great game. I can't wait for Inferno.
The teams deserve it. Na'Vi deserves it. What a battle that they had to do, surviving heartbreak, surviving mistakes as well. 16-12, just barely. What performances were being treated to. This was a wonderful map on Nuke.
That was very good. I enjoyed that.
Funny thing, I want to do this before we go to a break. I think that round might have been an epic nuke fake for which bomb set they planted it if it weren't for that new bomb timer.
Yeah, you're right.
I think they probably would have confused Ghost a little bit until that new bomb site. Either way, I'm blown away. Stay tuned for that third map. It's going to be Inferno, the best deciding map we have in the entire circuit. We'll be right back.